Hello everybody, welcome back to Mind Your Money. My name is Tasha. If you're here for the first time, my husband and I are documenting our journey towards debt freedom, financial independence while we build generational wealth. And this is going to be my mid-month check-in on our budget for April 2021. So if you like to hear and talk and see people managing money, budgeting, saving, and getting out of debt, please continue watching. Don't forget to click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you know when to come back around. This is my calendar spread, and I do have young children, so if you haven't been watching my videos before and you hear nursery rhymes, cartoons, or just little people making their sounds and things, I'm sorry, that's just what it is. I'm in a spot in my apartment that has the best lighting, but it's not the best for noise control, so I'll do my best to edit out any hiccups. But this is a real life budget. So we are in a golden month for us, which means we have 5 Fridays, 5 paychecks. And I'm going to be sharing with you guys how much money we've paid towards debt, how much money we've saved. We're also going to go over my transaction log for my credit card spending because we've been spending a lot. And the first thing I do anytime I do a mid-month check-in is to see how many no spend days we had, because we are on a tight budget. So no spend days are my thing. Like, I try my best not to spend money frivolously. Like, if it's not in the budget, I really shouldn't be doing it because we're focused on getting out of debt. But for new viewers who haven't been here before, I take a little pen, a colored pen, and I put a tiny dot on the days where we spent money. I'm going to go over the transaction log in detail with you after this segment. But first, I want to put down my no spend stickers. So I had a no spend day on the 1st of April. And I've been trying to take a break. I took a few days off, like a week of just recording videos because I needed to rest and reset. And today is the 12th of April. It's Monday. So we've already had 2 paychecks for the month, which is why I'm doing a mid-month check-in now. We only had 3 no spend days, you guys. I don't know if you're in frame. I hope you are. Looks like you might be a little bit out of frame. So on the 1st, the 11th, and today is the 12th, we have no spend days. And the reason why it's a no spend day today, because I am home. I've refused to buy anything, to be very honest with you, because our budget is going to be changing. We're going to be working with less income. Starting this week, actually on the 16th. Now, I did plan on doing a month review, like review the entire budget at the end of this month. I normally would do paycheck budgets, but because I was taking some time to just rest and reset myself, I didn't record any of the paycheck budgets, but I will have a video coming out probably next week that's going to do a recap of the first 2 paychecks of the month. So we had a total of 3 no spend days between the 1st of April and the 12th of April. Every other day was a spending day, and I'll share that with you again in just a few moments. We are saving for getting 1 month ahead on our expenses. So if you see here, on week 1, we saved $64 in our 1 month ahead account, and week 2, we saved $64 in our 1 month ahead account. Now, as far as our bills, our Geico insurance came out, rent came out, our gas heat was paid. That bill was $152.67. It's still really high for me, but it's a lot less than it was last month when it was like $182. Electricity was under our budgeted amount. We usually budget $50. It came out at $42.51. All of our bills are paid by our credit card. And we pay back the credit card with the money in our budget, in our paycheck budget. My husband and I celebrated our 5th wedding anniversary last week. So we spent a lot of money there too. What else was done? For tithing, we tithe off of our gross income, and it's a part of our faith to give. So we gave a total of $255 in the month of April so far. our rent. We put a fourth of our rent aside each and every paycheck so that we don't have to struggle with paying it at the end of the month or at the beginning of the very next month. So we've already put aside $600 for next month's rent. Food, our food budget was $400. So far, we were over in the first and the second week. Let me flip really quickly. For the first week, we spent $117.17. For the second week, we were over and we spent $134.53. That means we spent a total of $251.70 for food so far at the mid-month. Then electricity, I did mention that was $42.51. But we paid $177 towards debt. Woo! And we saved $449.62 between our sinking funds and the savings challenges. And I will have a savings challenge update for April coming out probably next week, because I might have to pause on the savings challenge again because we're going to have a very big shift in our income. So we're going to make some changes, but I will give you guys an update because I promised that we were going to support assist every day or every week this month. I did my best to try to do that every week. And I also want to share with you guys how we've been doing so far with the savings challenges. I think we've been doing well with Make It Rain and also with savings for a rainy day with budgeting with Christina. I really love her channel, you guys. I just found out about her like maybe a day or two before we walked into April. So if you haven't checked her out, I'll put a link to her channel in the pinned comment. Budgeting with Christina is a really awesome channel, you guys. So please go and check her out. She had a very long, extensive video about sinking funds, which I thought was amazing. And again, just check her out. We are supporting everybody we can. It's not that we think we can support everybody, because then honestly, you're not going to be able to watch every video. You're not going to see everything that's going on with a person. But when you see something that will benefit others, just share the information. That's all. All right, so back to our mid-month check-in. We are going to go through our credit card spending and our transaction. You guys, our credit card transaction log. My printer is running out of ink, so if you see anything on the side here, that's what that is. And I have to change the, what do you call that? The ink cartridge, because it started running. But this is a transaction log that I'm working on perfecting. I spent a lot. I have 2 pages. My goodness. Okay, so I'm pulling out my pink calculator now just to double check anything. Now, I put an asterisk here next to the Geico payment that came out from the Quicksilver card. This was actually in our budget, so it's not extra or unbudgeted spending. Okay, and most of the accounts that we are going to use to pay back the credit card is money we've already had. So like Tasha's spending, that's my spending money. And I have 2 spending accounts. I have Chime and I also have Discover. Discover gives me cash back, 1% up to $3,000 worth of spending in a month. So I am grateful for this because every time I use this card, I get cash back. But Quicksilver is the card we use mainly for any purchases, so it's easier to track. My spending again, I got some roller skates and I love it. I got them from Amazon and it's my favorite pastime, and I'm so excited because that was one of the ways I wanted to treat myself. So that was on the Quicksilver card. I bought a bunch of stationery, washi tape, pens, and other knickknacks from Jet Pens. So this transaction here was applied to the Quicksilver card, but I'm going to pay the card back from this account. Right? My son, Jordan, my oldest, he wanted to purchase a movie from Amazon that was $5.99. So we applied it to the credit card, but that will come from his spending. He had to pay us back for that because that's something he wanted. Same thing again on the weekend. He bought another movie for $3.99. It was actually a rented movie. Then there was spending again for me from Amazon. There was spending from Oso Paper. Gold Mine and Cocoa. I don't know what this $12.75 was, but it looks like I owe the card $12.75 for my spending account. We had to pay for an additional security on our computer, so that came from the family savings account. That's going to pay back what we purchased. The second page, we bought some gifts. So from Finish Line. So this Quicksilver charge, we're going to pay that back. Okay, second page. Gifts is going to pay back the credit card for some items we bought from Finish Line. I purchased some more playing cards from the Black Pack. So I spent a lot, y'all. I spent a lot. $21.98 for that. I have to pay the card back from my spending account. We purchased, again, something from Amazon. I think this was my middle child. He wanted to watch Boss Baby and we had to rent it. Like, I don't know, but I did it because I was at home and I just wanted him to be happy. So I spent $3.99 to rent that movie. That's coming from the family savings account. And I totaled it to $6.60 but I forgot I did make a purchase also on the 7th of April. Bought some clothes for our boys, and that's going to come from the clothing sinking fund. So that's going to pay back the Quicksilver card, $77.93. I hope this is clear and it makes sense to you guys. Give me any feedback you have in the comments about how you track your spending. I know a lot of people do use YNAB and Excel. I like to write it down. It just computes better in my brain. Like I can track it better. All of these payments were made already. We paid back for my spending, from the family spending Jordan gave me for his purchases, and then the clothing sinking fund, we paid that back on the Kohl's credit card already. So we get points when we use Quicksilver, not points, but we get dollars back or cash back every time we make a purchase. So probably in the month of May, I'll just take a portion of whatever cashback rewards we have so we can help pay other bills, pay off debt, stuff like that. All right, I want to do a quick calculation because we had $6.60.47, and then we spent another $77.93. $738.40 is the total amount we spent in less than 2 weeks. Not even a full half month, but just about half month gone, and we spent $738.40. I'm laughing because I never usually spend this much, you guys. And the month's not over, but I am putting a rein on this. We are not going to spend all of our money because, again, our paycheck budgets are going to change, you guys. So I'm going to put this off to the side. And that is our mid-month check-in. I am going to do a quick review of our paycheck budgets in the next video, so you guys can stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for rocking out with me, all of my legacy builders. I appreciate you, and I hope that you guys continue to mind your money, manage it well, and live your lives to its fullest. Bye, guys.